Today I'm gonna make a video about wrist pain. So I made a previous video about thumb pain and I made another reel on Facebook about the complex of the arm pain. What I want you to keep in mind for the wrist pain is that if you experience wrist pain, let's say you're a gamer, let's say you do computer work, let's say you're, I don't know, playing violin, that could do also some of that problem with the wrist pain. Whenever there's something happening here, chances are there's a lot you can do about it instead of only thinking, well, pain medicine or doctors. Now, those are very good and you need to go see a doctor if it's getting worse. If it's stable or if it's getting better, but you can't just get to the next level, this video is for you. What I want to share in that video is a simple aspect of what we can control. We can control about two things about ourselves, our muscle and our thoughts. So if you can do that, you can do actually a lot of help for your body. One of the things you can do for the wrist is, I call that putting on the glove. You're gonna see there's a bone here, yeah, and you have the bone from the hand, and you're gonna use that to kind of hold that part of your wrist. So between the two bones that are here and the other bones in the hand. And as you hold them, you're gonna pretend you're putting, I don't know if you've ever put a glove that's too small and you kind of have to wiggle your fingers into it. We're gonna try to do that. We're gonna squeeze the wrist and make some gentle movement of the wrist as if we're to reach in that direction to kind of get the glove on. And as you do some circle forward and backward, that after will feel a lot more open. So move your wrist before, try that movement after, and see the huge difference just by doing that little movement. That's one. Another one I want you to do would be to consider the wrist as part of in between the hand and the forearm and try to get into a twist. So we're gonna reach the hand, we're gonna put one hand under, we're gonna squeeze it, and then we're gonna turn the hand outward, but this hand will resist very gently inward. So this is how it looks like. It feels like a stretch that goes in the forearm here for me, and that will actually lengthen a muscle that is very responsible for wrist tension here. It's called a pronator. It's a muscle that we use when we do this. And we often, like little T-Rex in our world, right? We do everything like this. I don't see a lot of people doing like this. Only car mechanics will be in that position as far as I know. But most of us are little T-Rex. Computer, eating, driving. So trying to rotate outward, getting that muscle longer, will create some space in the wrist. Turning out, squeeze back in. One deep breath, relax, and let go. So this one can be a little intense, so don't go too hard at it. The goal isn't to break your wrist the other way. The goal is to create some space so that your wrist has a fighting chance in healing. All right, another very simple thing that you can do for the wrist is a classic one. You might have seen that in the past. It's simply to get in one way. So I'm stretching in, but same thing here. I'm pushing. I do not or hardly ever often do a stretch that is passive. Most stretch want to be active. So I'm pushing forward. I'm getting my arm straight. I feel it in the back here. And after the opposite, where you put your hand like this and you push. This one can be very tender. It is for me right now, but I'm pushing up with my hand and down with my other hand. Getting into a deep stretch. There you go. So if you're a gamer, if you're a computer or a little T-Rex like me, and you live your life a bit more like that and your wrist starts to get a little achy, you want to practice those three movements. Remember, the first one was a simple thing. You're putting on the glove, kind of turning around. The second one is about something very simple too. It's kind of a twist. And the third one is front and back. Now, if this helps, put a comment below, subscribe on my channel. I will put some more videos for the elbow, the shoulder, and the neck coming up very soon. Talk to you soon.